I've been a trade unionist all of my working life. I started off in a very small rural community in the north coast of Scotland in the Shetland Islands and worked my way up through the national organisation and onto the international scene. And it's been overall, I think it's been a huge experience, a huge benefit. And the only thing I hope is that when people come to judge my own performance, that if they think I've contributed even 50% of what I've gained and benefited, then I would be very happy if that was anybody's judgment. I think I'm going to find retirement quite difficult, because the truth is that when you come to let go all of this work, you realise how much you were involved in it and committed to it and how much you actually enjoyed it. And one of the great benefits is meeting people from such a wide range of backgrounds and circumstances. And you look ahead with some uncertainty and some trepidation, but I think it's right for the organisation that there is new blood, that we do refresh and renew and develop in the years ahead. So it's time to go, but there will be challenges in making that adjustment.
I'm delighted to have been elected as president, and I'm very pleased to say that I had, in putting in my nomination, I had achieved obviously the support of my own organisation, but also of all of the unions from the British and Irish group. So my first step will be obviously to make sure that I say specifically thank you to them when I'm back home after the end of the conference. But I think moving forward, the first steps are that I absolutely need to understand exactly where we are on all of our campaigns. I'm very much looking forward to my first visit to Brussels so that I can meet and talk with all of the staff, because clearly the staff of any organisation are absolutely critical to being able to achieve its mission. And absolutely we have to go forward together. A coherent voice from the whole of the teacher trade union movement across Europe is absolutely critical to making sure that we have the kind of social policy, obviously in education, but also in housing and social support, social solidarity of all of those kinds. So I shall be looking to work with everyone, and I hope it will be a very productive period.
One of the significant things is how many more people are involved in what has become a collective endeavour. In the early years of ETUCE, small groups of people worked in relative isolation and produced documents that finally came to a conference like this. Now, increasingly, there's continuous work by more people working between the constituent unions and the centre towards a more authoritative, more complete set of policy proposals and ideas for action, which is hugely important. I've been asked by colleagues in certainly the higher education constituency at European level if I would be available for doing some things. If I'm asked, I will do them, although I'm not entirely sure I will be asked. Once you've gone, you've gone. A colleague here said, "Paul, you should write a book." And I said, "I'm happy to write a book, but who is going to read a book of trade union memoirs? I don't know. There may be a market for that."